explain a company's strategy is to explain. Explanation is empowerment. In a difficult situation, explanation is far more important than eloquence. Eloquence sounds in a difficult situation like a smokescreen. Explanation says, I trust you with the truth. Here you are now empowered. Now let's talk about what we're going to do, about where we are and where we're going. To most people, advertising sounds like somebody's trying to convince me to buy something I don't really need with money I'm not sure I have. Right? In a negative sense. But the truth is, people do need to spend money. In every advanced economy, consumer spending is the major driver of the economy. You need an appropriate savings rate, but if you overdo that, you wind up with imbalances too, which is what the Chinese have been struggling with. If you have too little, you have problems with that, which is what Americans struggle with. But I think that for those of you who really want to change the world, I just say something simple. You know, after I spoke at the Democratic Convention, the President Obama joked that he was going to make me Secretary of Explaining Things. And we all laughed about it. And I'm not sure I was very good at it, but I sure tried. Because I thought about all the times in my own life. Forget about politics. If you ever had a problem in your own life, a child who seemed emotionally disturbed, a thorny business problem that seemed immune to resolution, the beginning of letting go of your fears and embracing the possibilities and thinking clearly is simple understanding, explanation. It is empowerment. Then you can say, okay, what are my options? And let's go. Of this I am sure. The people who conserve resources and drastically change the way they produce and consume energy are going to do better than those that don't. That's why Brazil is a good bet among all the rapidly growing countries. And so is Mexico, which started 140 public universities in the last 6 years. Graduates 113,000 engineers a year, and has taken Mexico City from having perhaps the worst air quality of any big city in the world to being one of the best. There's a reason that Costa Rica has more than twice the average per capita income of all of its neighbors. It's the greenest country. 92% clean energy, soon to be 100 in electricity generation, $2 billion a year in that tiny country in ecotourism, and a sustainability ethic that pervades all parties. The president of Costa Rica, who comes from a center-right party, said to me, you know, they tell me we have oil underground and offshore. We have no intention of finding out. We do not wish to know. I said, why? He said, it would mess up our brand. She sounded like an advertising case. She said, that's not our brand. Our brand is we're going to be the greenest country in the world. We're already 92% green energy in electricity with hydropower. We'll soon be at 100% because of geothermal. They have a long dormant but rumbling volcano. They got lots of geothermal potential. And she said, I said, well, what would you like me to do? She said, we still import $1 billion worth of oil to run all of our automobiles. And we have a clinic and a school in every little community in Costa Rica. We're a small country. I'll give you all the charging stations you want. I want you to get someone to come down here and manufacture electric cars. And I will buy 100%, I will guarantee 100% of the output of any plant until every Costa Rican is in an electric car, and then they can export to the United States and Mexico duty-free. Will you do that for me? Interesting. As someone with a strategy, thinking about the future. So that's what the 21st century is going to require of all of us, to maximize our ability to improve the way we relate to each other, not giving up our distinct identities, but merging them in a sense of community. To be as responsible and careful and innovative as possible in using technology, and to live in greater harmony with the earth, something you have learned a long time ago because of the simple elevation of the Netherlands, or the lack of elevation, shall I say. And we have to do it to reduce inequality, to reduce instability, to reduce unsustainability, to create a future of shared prosperity. I think we can do it. But if you think about that, and you think about the role of explanation, empowerment, and inspiration, people who are involved in advertising will not be seen in the best sense as involved in boosterism, mindless consumerism. You'll be trying to figure out how to explain to people how whatever it is you're trying to sell or advance is really a part of building a whole new world, one that is worthy to leave to future generations. Thank you very much.